All right, we're about to pull back the curtain on a habit that's as human as breathing. It's something we all do, and it's the focus of this entire explainer, the one lie we all tell ourselves.
You know that feeling, right? That small, quick fib you tell to get out of something? Or maybe just to make a story a little more interesting. There's that little flutter, that quick beat inside, isn't there?
Well, the first thing you should know is this. If you've done it, you are absolutely not alone. Turns out, you're in very good company. It's a truly shared human experience, connecting pretty much all of us.
I mean, lying is woven into the very fabric of how we communicate. Sometimes it's just a reflex, other times it's a bit more calculated. But either way, it's been with us since we could talk.
So, let's start by digging into the kind of lies we all recognize, the everyday fibs that kind of pepper our lives.
It's actually pretty funny when you think about how these lies just evolve with us. The classic "I had a fever" excuse from our school days, it just gets a corporate makeover. As you can see here, the fever becomes a meeting, but the real reason is exactly the same, trying to get out of something uncomfortable. This reminds me of a fantastic story. So picture this. The office is buzzing. The tension is high. Everyone's waiting for this huge presentation to start, and one of the key colleagues rushes in, totally late. And he hits him with this super technical, very specific excuse. It sounds so legit, right? My car's carburetor broke. You can almost see the grease on his hands. It's a rock-solid alibi. Or is it?
But here's where the story gets really good. His excuse was almost perfect, but there was one tiny, crucial little detail that was about to bring the whole thing crashing down.
Yeah, because diesel engines don't have carburetors. The whole room had to try so hard not to laugh. And the lesson here is just brilliant and so true. If you're going to lie, you'd better do your research. Okay, so that was a lie meant to get someone out of trouble, and it backfired spectacularly. But not all lies are created equal. This brings us to the famous white lie. Is it possible for a lie to actually be a good thing? So, the whole point here is the intention. A white lie isn't about getting yourself ahead, it's about protecting someone else's feelings. You could almost call it a social lubricant.
And this is the perfect example. Maybe that shirt isn't your absolute favorite, but your comment isn't really about the fashion. It's what the source material calls a gentle, feel-good nudge. It's designed to boost someone's confidence and just keep things positive.
But now we get to the real heart of this whole thing. Let's forget about the lies we tell other people for a second. What about the lies we tell ourselves? Because these are the ones that really, really matter. And the difference in impact is just massive. Think of it like this. The white lie about the shirt, that's a featherweight. It's light, no real harm done. But the self-lie, that little voice that says, "I'll do it tomorrow," that's the heavyweight. That's the one that holds you back and actually shapes your reality. And what's so fascinating is how they operate. These self-lies are masters of disguise. They never show up looking like a lie. Procrastination doesn't yell, "I'm scared." No, it cleverly whispers that it's just being cautious or using common sense. Self-doubt doesn't say, "I'm afraid to fail." It says, "I'm just practicing self-compassion." And that's what makes them so powerful and so tricky to spot. So if we're all kind of tangled up in these little deceptions, especially with ourselves, what's the way out? Well, let's look at a practical way forward.
We all admire those historical figures who were known for their absolute, unwavering honesty. It's a noble ideal, for sure. But let's be real. In our everyday lives, being brutally honest 100% of the time is incredibly hard, and honestly, maybe not even a good idea.
So instead of that impossible standard, here's a much gentler path. It's not about achieving perfection, it's all about progress. The steps are really simple. Just try to be a little more honest. Catch yourself in those little lies. And then, and this is the best part, just smile at them. Acknowledge them without beating yourself up and gently try to do better next time.
So, to wrap things up, let's end with a playful but pretty provocative question. It's a fun way to think about the sheer scale of the lies that are all around us every single day.
So who's the bigger liar? Is it the politician on a stage making some grand promise they might not be able to keep? Or is it every single one of us sitting on the couch telling our friend on the phone, "Yep, totally on my way, I'm 5 minutes out"? It's definitely something to think about.